Climate change is already impacting every continent and ocean on the planet. Hundreds of scientists and experts came to this conclusion in a new report for the United Nations. The report has taken 5 years to make and is part of the definitive study on climate change to date. Here's some of the report's biggest findings when it comes to climate change's impacts, summarized on this map. In the report, scientists use a scale to explain how confident they are about a given impact and whether it's caused by climate change, even when other factors like pollution play a role. For now, let's focus on impacts that scientists are very confident can be linked to climate change. And undisputed facts will be indicated like this. So let's start with the oceans, which have been getting warmer since 1970. Scientists are highly confident the warming has been caused by greenhouse gases that humans have been pumping into the atmosphere. The warming has massive consequences. One example, in the Northeast Atlantic, fish, zooplankton, seabirds, and other species are moving towards the poles to escape the heat. And in the Mediterranean, some species have died en masse, while new warm water species have invaded. How does this affect people? Well, 90% of the people who work in fisheries come from the world's poorer countries and won't have jobs if fish move or disappear. No fish also means no food, especially for places like Central and Western Africa, Peru, Colombia, and elsewhere, which rely on the sea for food security. And it's not just sea life that's affected. Animals and plants in Europe, North America, Chile, and Malaysia have recently moved an average of 17 kilometers towards the poles and 11 meters up in altitude to escape the heat. But moving isn't an option for coral reefs. Coral reefs around the world are bleaching and dying in increasing numbers. Coral reefs are home to more than 4,000 species of fish. The irreversible loss of reefs would impact 500 million people who rely on reef ecosystems for $5 billion a year. Finally, there's the Arctic. So many changes are happening in the Arctic that scientists say a regime shift is taking place there. The Arctic's permafrost is thawing and shrubs are literally creeping upwards into areas where they couldn't grow before. Animals that rely on ice, like polar bears and seals, are being severely affected, especially in the warming summers. In turn, food security for the indigenous people who live in the Arctic is threatened. And that's just the tip of the iceberg as glaciers continue to melt worldwide because of climate change, raising sea levels. Pretty scary stuff, huh? So, is climate change already impacting you where you live? Let us know by commenting on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to AJ+.